Recording is in progress. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I'm Yaron Golan, co-founder of Points of View, and I'm very happy and excited to be here with you for the next 90 minutes. Today, actually, we have a special session. We are going to I'm going to introduce you our amazing tool, Punctum, and you're going to have the chance to play with it and to experience it and to get some ideas about how you can implement it in your own practice at home with family, friends, and clients. So this is what the session is all about. I see some familiar faces here from tribe members, practitioners, experts. Good to see you. I know that some of you I'm going to meet face-to-face soon, even in Peru or even in Poland. And I see some new faces, so thank you for coming. And today, for those who are new, I promise you, are going to leave the session today with some ideas about how images and metaphors and creative tools can really be helpful for you, for your own personal development, for working with your clients. And so this is about it. I'm Yaron Golan, co-founder of Points of View and the CEO, and we have two objectives actually for today. Mayan, maybe you can share the screen. Mayan from our development team is here with me, supporting me. Thank you, Mayanush. I think we are here, I counted, from 9 different countries, which is great. And this is diversity in action, and this is a part of what's so beautiful about Points of View. It's our global tribe for those who are new. Okay, so we have two objectives for today. The first one is to really, for the next 90 minutes, 85 minutes, 80 minutes that we have left, to slow down a little bit, to breathe, and to meet with yourself, meet with other people from around the world, and to just be. So this is our first objective, no mission-oriented, no need to do anything. Just take your time to be freestyle. This is the first objective. And the second one, it's for you to really meet and experience a dynamic tool that really boosts personal development and transformation and use the language of photos. So today to meet it and even experience it a bit. So this is about our objective. A little bit about Points of View, very briefly. Points of View, we are opening hearts, we are breaking patterns, and we are creating a deep sense of belonging. This is what we do. This is our mission in the world. And we have a variety of physical tools that are based on photos and images and metaphors. We have different kind of workshops, online and face-to-face, 2 hours to 7 days retreats. We have academy certification programs, and again, one of the most beautiful things that we have, it's a global tribe of professionals who are opening their hearts around the world. So again, this is briefly, you can learn more later about Points of View. In Points of View, we have a method of working. Excuse me? Mayanush, can you put on mute? Thank you. So in Points of View, we have a very powerful method. It's very simple, yet very powerful. And it's based on 4 stages. And everything that we are doing in Points of View, from using our tools, a workshop, every encounter is based in a way on this powerful method. So it has 4 stages. I'm not going to go into it today. This is a different session, but I will share them with you. The first stage, it's pause, taking a time out, slowing down. We believe that growth and change starts when we are choosing to pause. I will talk about it in a few minutes and tell you more, and we are going to practice it. The second stage is expand, to really be able to look at my life or to help my clients or other people I'm using Points of View tools with, to expand their perspective, change their angle of observation, and to open up to more possibilities that are available. The third stage of Points of View method, it's focus. After exploring the different points of view, noticing different nuances, and changing my angle, it's time to focus and to process my insights. This will be the third one. And the fourth one, it's the practical part of points of view. After observing and focusing, it's time to take an action, to move forward, to bring into life the insight into my life. So again, we are not going to talk about this method today. We are going to use mainly the first three stages. And for those of you who will be interested, you can learn more about points of view in our academy, in our online programs. You will get the details later if you would like. So we are going to start with pause. And I will say a few words about it. I don't know how your life looks like, but I think it's very similar to mine. I'm a father of three small kids. My older one is 7, and my smaller one is 3.5. So usually at about 6 o'clock, today 6 o'clock in the morning, they are all coming to my wife's and my bed. And after kissing them, hugging them, I pick up the phone and I start checking my emails, going into Facebook, going into the news. And then I get up and I need to get them dressed, make them food, take them to the kindergarten. Then I go to work, start to talk with my team, with my customers, with my clients, this, that. I'm running from one thing to another all day long, asking everyone, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Everything is okay? Asking everyone except one person, which is myself. I don't really take the time to ask myself, how am I doing? How do I feel? More than that, when people are asking me, hi, Yaron, how are you doing? How do you feel? Usually, I don't really take the time to really answer it authentically. Usually, I have my automatic answer. Oh, everything is fine. I'm great. Ta, ta, ta. I don't really take the time to connect to myself. I was saying it before. I will say it again. For us, in our belief, change starts when we are taking the time to pause. When we are pausing, this is the time when we can connect to ourselves. We can observe the situation, our life. We can notice if we are on the right track and the right direction or not. As long as we are running from one thing to another, we are on the fast lane, no time to think and to really observe. In points of view, this is what we do. And we're doing, again, in points of view style, we do it through music. We have different ways, by the way, of posing. Today, we are going to do it through music, which means in 2 minutes from now, I'm going to ask you to sit comfortable and to make sure that nobody is going to disturb you. If you can put your phone on mute or silence for the next 5 minutes or maybe even the next hour, that will be amazing. And I would like you, we are going to play you a very nice piece of music, about 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, sit with your body open, with your hands open, legs open, and just let the music take you wherever it will take you. No need to do anything. Just observe during the 5 minutes while you are listening to the music, what are the thoughts that are coming through your mind? What is bothering you? Don't be judgmental about any thought. It might be something you forgot to do, something practical, and might be something that is really heavy and sits on your heart or on your mind. Whatever it is, just let it be and observe it. I also invite you during the 5 minutes when you are listening to the music to connect to your emotions, to your feelings, to ask yourself, how do I feel now? I feel excited, I feel exhausted, I feel anxious. Again, whatever it is, it's okay. And the third thing, I'm inviting you to just go over your body, see how your body feels today. You're going to listen to the music. If there is any place, any part of your body that is asking for some kind of attention, for something, whatever it is. So please sit comfortable, maximum 5 minutes. When we are going to finish the music, come back and we are going to continue and experience. So see you in 5 minutes. Enjoy. The music will start in a minute. Here it goes. Close your eyes and let it take you away. Thank you. Thank you so much. Come back. now we are going to start. So let's talk a little bit about Punctum. I want to tell you, first of all, before I will tell you about Punctum itself, how did this game born. In 2007, we launched the coaching game, our award-winning tool and our bestseller. And in Israel, we sell, we have our tools available in more than 30 languages all over the world. In Israel, we sell them also through points of sale, like retail stores, bookstores, gift stores. So at one point, 2 years after the coaching game was out, we got approached by the biggest chain store here in Israel, telling us, listen guys, you have an amazing product, it's unbelievable, it's one of our best sellers, but it's very expensive. Let's make a lighter version that will be more easier for people to play and will be also cheaper. And we will help you to promote it, and we think it's going to be a very big thing here in Israel and probably in the world. So we took the challenge and we told her, you know what, let's do it. So Efrat and me, we had this idea of separating the photographs from the titles and the words in advance. So we said, okay, let's make something more simple and more easy to use and more light. And this is how we started to develop Punctum. This is how it started. And after it was launched into the market, it came out, yes, it might be cheaper than the coaching game, but it's much more deeper and sophisticated tool. And I will tell you all the differences between this amazing, powerful tool than the other tools that we have. We'll start by, first of all, our tools. Sometimes we call them games. They are not really games. We use the term game because when people are playing, they are willing much more to open up and to share. It's less intimidating. And again, especially when you are coming and working with in a working environment or with teenagers or whatever, when they are hearing, let's play a game, they are collaborating much more easily. But it's very clear and important to say from the beginning that our games, it's not really games, it's a very powerful tool for personal observation and development. The idea of our tools and the Punctum tool that you can take any issue that you are dealing with, your clients are dealing with, and through the tool and through the activity, really to explore the issue from different perspectives and create clarity and come to an unexpected but precise insights. So this is what's so special about this tool, and it can work on any theme. Doesn't matter if you're right now working in a corporate environment for leadership development, or if you are working with families, consultation, whatever it is, it will always do the magic. Now, a few things about Punctum. What are the parts that are included in the tool? Mayan, if you can move to the next one. So as you can see, we have different kind of parts. One of them is the images. I will tell you all about it in a moment. So we have 33 beautiful, powerful images. We have 33 titles, words that are separated from the image, and we have 33 questions comes with it. Also, we have a card that can guide you how to expand your perspective about the photo, about the image, and about the title, and a guidebook with some suggestions and ideas and different kind of inspirations of how you can use it in your practice. So first of all, one of the big differences between the Punctum tool to other points of view tools, that there is a separation between the images that many times comes together with the title. So this is a big deal because once you have the images separately, it really helps you to do a dynamic, deep work with your clients. When there is a title, usually it's easy for people to connect to the card because the title speaks to our left brain, and it gives people the ability to have a quick start to relate to the card, which is great in many cases. But when they only have the image, they have a very wide angle to really reflect their inner world through the image. And this is very powerful when we are using it as a part of a coaching session, as a therapy, as a counseling process, because It's first of all really helps you to discover hidden parts in the client's perspective, beliefs, and it really also helps you to trigger the inner intuition. When there is only an image, it really helps to associate different kind of thoughts that are related to the image and to access a completely different parts inside of us, which are more based on feelings, based on imagination, based on intuition. Images in general are speaking to our right brain. And they are really kind of a footprints of our memories, of our experiences. When we are working with the images, it's really a kind of a key to an unfamiliar parts of your clients that are just waiting to be uncovered. So this is one big difference between this amazing tool to the other ones, that there is a separation between the images and the titles. And this actually makes it a very ideal tool to work with kids, small kids, with teenagers. It's great for creative processes when we want really to activate the right hemisphere and to be more open and more creative and to go out of our boundaries. There are many more other added value, but I think for now, these are the main big ones. Let's go over the different parts and talk about them. First, let's start with the images. So we have 33 images that we collected from all around the world, all different cross-culture, gender, age, race, all kinds of photos. And again, each image is really intriguing and triggering your own or your client's own inner photo album, and really helps it to start a conversation. And from there, it can lead you to very unexpected but precise places. The photos in the Punctum game are different than the photos that we have in our other tools. And again, one of the added value of the Punctum photos, that they are really international. So it doesn't matter in which working environment you are going to use it, even if it's in a corporate setting, education, even at home, there will always will be photos and images that will connect to any one of the participants. And once you will use it, you will see it for yourself. So we have 33 photos. Then we have 33 titles, words. The words that we chose are similar to the words that we have also in the coaching game. This is a big added value because, as you can see here in the photo, on each card there is also number. The number is the page number of the coaching game, where you can read beautiful content about each of the cards, stories from all over the world, Zen stories, folk stories, Hasidic stories, quotes, questions. So if you have the coaching game, then it can be a very good match to use both of them together. And the added value of the titles, and we'll talk about it later and you will see it for yourself, the titles and the words are speaking to our left brain. So many times after we are expanding our point of view through the image, the title helps us or helping our clients to ground and to process and to frame their issue, and it makes it more easier for them to take it as something valuable into their life. So we have 33 different kind of titles, all kind, some of them with positive association, some of them with negative. Nevertheless, all of them will really create and trigger a deep and meaningful conversation. Then we have 33 different questions. Again, those questions are different than the questions that we have in our other tools. Some of the questions are practical, some of them are very philosophical, some of them are straightforward, and some of them are coming from the back door. As you can imagine and probably know, questions are a powerful tool really to, again, to expand the point of view and to move from our familiar patterns. This is one. And two, questions many times can be our starting point when we are working with our clients. And you will see it also for today, for yourself. And so 33 photos, 33 titles, /words, and 33 questions. And if we move forward, we have, as I said before, we have a guidebook with some suggestions and ideas of how to use Punctum game in different kind of settings. And you have a card that will help you expand your client perspective about the title or about the image. So these are the different parts that comes with Punctum, as you can see here. And this is something very significant in points of view. The main work of what we do, it's the relationship or the connection between an image, title, and a question. What happens when we are taking a photo, connecting a title or a word and a question? The starting point of this process, this is the essence of points of view. Because when we are using those images together with the words and the question, it helps us to activate both parts of our brain. And once our right brain and left brain are activated, new links are happening. And this is the moment when suddenly there is an aha moment. You are realizing different insights about yourself, about your life. And Punctum really brings it into the life because of the separation between those three parts. Someone asked a question. I didn't see it. Mayan, can you, if there is any relevant question, first of all, you are going to have some time later on to ask questions. So just write them in the chat and you will have time later. I will have time later to relate to them. Now we are going to have a short experience. I really, points of view, it's all about experiences. It's less about content. So I think it's a good opportunity for you also, for those, especially for those who don't know points of view, really to experience it. And for those who know points of view, you know that every experience with our tools, it's completely different and will bring you different insights and different observations. So we are going to use a digital version of Punctum. In a minute, Mayan is going to share a link with you. First of all, I'm going to show you the process online. She will share the desktop. And afterwards, she will send you a link. I don't want you to do all the process. You can do it, but I'm inviting you to really follow my instructions and to do it step by step in order to really make the best out of this experience. So as I explained you, and you can see also here on the screen, on the left, we have the questions. In the middle, we have the image. And on the right, we have the title. We are going to start today with the question. We have different ways of using Punctum. Again, endless ways to use it as an icebreaker, as a very deep and powerful tool for observation, to share unbelievable different kind of settings that you can do. Today, we are going to do a small taste of an experience. And again, there are many other ways to use it as well. So today, what I'm going to do with you, we are going to start with a question. Usually, we are starting with a theme or an issue from our life, our client's life, that we want to focus everything. Today, we will start with the question, and later on, you will see, you will get to this issue as well. So on the left, we have the question cards. Mayan, just click one of them randomly. So we have different kind of questions. As I told you before, 33 different kind of questions. What I want you to do in a moment when Mayan will share with you the link, please don't click on the image or on the title, just focus on the question cards on the left. And I would like you to choose a question card that really resonates in you, that really speaks to you. It might be very clear why this question is relevant, or sometimes you don't understand the connection, but there is something about this question that will really talk to you. Whatever it is, just find the right question that speaks to you. You click on the card, you will see one of the questions. If it doesn't work to you, you have an icon below. You can shuffle it, and then you will click, you will have a different question. I'm inviting you to find the question, again, that is really precise for you right now. If it makes sense, great. If it doesn't make sense, great. Just find the one that is precise. So please, Mayan, share the link with everyone. Take 1 minute, 2 minutes, choose your question, just your question, and then I will guide you through what we are going to do. We have the link, click on the link. Later on, you will be able also to save this process on your computer. And again, just start with the question. Oh, it's a good question, by the way. I see, what is the meaning of the word punctum? I didn't tell you. It's very important. So first of all, punctum, it's a word in Latin. Also in German, by the way, punkt means precise. And in Latin, or in general, also in punctum, it's a word that we use in photography. And it relates to the detail in a photo that really speaks to us. A significant detail that catches our attention and really makes us an insight. So this is what punctum is all about. Thank you for your question. Finding the precise insight through looking and observing a photo or an image. Take 2 minutes, find the question that speaks to you, that resonates in you, and then we'll continue forward. And if there is a question that really bothers you and is not comfortable to you, then maybe the automatic thing will be for you to reshuffle it. But I'm inviting you, if you have a question that is not easy, to stay with it. Sometimes those questions that we are not comfortable with, that are a little bit challenging, this can be exactly the question that might take you to a different point of view and will help you to move forward in an issue that you are struggling with. So don't look for the perfect question. There is no perfect question. There is a good question. You can start an observation process right now. Okay, so assuming you choose a question, I want to ask you some questions about your question. First of all, is there any specific area in your life that connects to the question that you chose? Maybe it's about a relationship, maybe it's about your career, it's about a financial issue, a decision that you need to make, something about your kids, anything. See if there is any specific area in your life that this question is associated or brings with it. This is one. And I'm inviting you to start and write down for yourself notes regarding this question, regarding this issue that this question brings with it. And I'm also inviting you, take a moment, take a minute or two and write down the answer for this question for you. Where that this question takes you. Just write it down, freestyle, no filters. You don't have to share it, you don't have to read it. Just write down your answer to the question, and how does it relate to your life at the moment, to any specific issue you are facing or dealing with. Just write it down. Yeah, no filter, freestyle. Allow yourself to express whatever comes to mind. Great. Now, I would like you to think about someone close in your life. Someone that is really close to you. It can be, again, life partner, it can be a friend, whoever you want, family member. It might be someone who is alive or not even alive, doesn't matter, but someone that you feel connected and close to. And I want you to think if this person will be asked this question about you, what will be his or her answer? If right now you ask this person this question about you, what will he say? What will be his or her answer to you? Just write it down. Again, you don't have to agree. You don't have to object. Just write it down. I want you also to notice this question brings expansion of your heart, something that really fills you up with energy and passion, or it's something that's stressed and makes you feel more tight and closed and anxiety. What kind of energy does this question brings with it to you? And again, how does it relate to your life, to any issue that you are now dealing with? Great. I would like to take another minute to write in a sentence, 2 sentences, 3 maximum, what exactly is the issue in your life that this question came to help you with? What is the issue that you want to use right now in this short process that started already with this question that you want to focus this process on? Write down, be specific. If it's about a relationship, don't write my relationship with my wife. It's not enough, or with my husband. Write, be specific. This question takes me to my relationship with my wife. We are right now struggling this kind of an issue, and we think, be specific with yourself. Great. Take another minute. We will continue. All right. So Mayan, can you share the screen, please? Now we are going to move forward with our process. And in a minute, don't do it yet, please. You're going to choose an image for your question, for your issue, and an image that will bring you some kind of observation, some kind of an insight. Maybe not. Let's see. You have 2 options of choosing a card. You have an option to say whatever comes, whatever card I'm choosing, I'm happy with. Whatever it is, even if I like it, I don't like it, I'm going to work with it. This is one option. It's a great option because there is a big chance that this card, no matter what, will bring you some kind of an insight, something that will be unexpected again and precise. Another option, it's you can go ahead and reshuffle card after card until you will say, okay, this card, this is the one that really speaks to me. Both options are great. I just want to invite you to choose an image that don't just choose it from your logic. Don't choose the image only because it looks good, because you love it, because it's beautiful, because it has a very good message in it. No. Choose a photo, an image that really speaks to you, that somehow, some way, really doesn't leave you apathic, that really creates some kind of an inner process, an inner conversation. Even if you don't understand it, great, but be with it. I'm inviting you not to be politically correct in choosing your card and to be intuitive. I promise you, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's going to make sense somehow. So take a minute, take 2 minutes, and you're going to choose your image. One last thing I want you to notice when we are choosing a photo, an image, in the first 2-3 seconds, there is a very authentic and spontaneous reaction to the image. Our body, our heart, our feelings, our soul is reacting to the image. After 2-3 seconds, the logic take control and start to process it, and it becomes something different. All this process of points of view, it's about being to listen to yourself, to listen to your client, and to connect them to these very silent voices. So I want you also, when you're going to choose the card in a minute, I want you to try to grasp like a lion, like a lioness, what kind of emotions, what kinds of feelings, what kinds of thoughts comes to your mind in your first reaction of your card. Just try to grasp it, maybe even write it down so you can be with it. Again, no judgment, no right or wrong answer, just a clear observation. Take a minute, take 2 minutes, choose your card, write down whatever comes to mind, and then I will guide you through. Please do it. Like Mayan wrote you, and I'm going to guide you also in a few minutes. When you are looking at the card, when you're looking at the image, look for your punctum. Look for your significant detail in the image, what really catches your attention. And after you notice it, ask yourself why. What's in this specific detail that really speaks to me? Why does it resonate in me? It can be a big thing in the image, or it can be even something tiny in the image. But for some reason, this specific detail, this punctum, is calling you. Why? Keep on observing on your card, on your image, and I will ask you some questions. As I told you before, images are a key to our intuition, to our imagination, to our world of associations. So I'm going to ask you some questions about the card, about the image, and just let it take you wherever it will take you. First question is, do you like your image or you don't like the image? And more importantly, why? What's in this image that really speaks to you, that really makes you feel connected to it? Or what's in this image makes you want to put it aside, be disgusted by it, or whatever? Great. Second question I want to ask you about your card. It's about the colors of your card, of your image. Is it black and white, monochromatic, very colorful? Whatever it is, what does it tell you? What does it mean to you? What is the impact and the connection the cards, the colors brings with it? Another question, we know when we are looking at an image, any image, we are actually only observing one possible frame out of endless possible frames. The photographer, for some reason, chose this frame. So look at the frame of your image, and I want you to expand it. I want you to imagine what else is there around this frame that you don't see right now, but imagine it. What is there in the photo on the right or on the left, below, above? What is the surrounding of your image? What is the situation of the image? What is the situation right now that is happening there? Invent your own story. And if you need to imagine what happened 1 minute before the photograph was taken, What will it be? And what happened 1 minute after the photo was taken? Who do you think is the photographer? Is it a female? Is it a male? Child? Adult? Why they chose to take this photograph? And again, about your punctum, the detail in the photograph that really speaks to you, the connection. One more thing about images, when we are looking at an image, sometimes it's triggering different senses. We look at a photograph and suddenly maybe we can hear the sounds through the image. You can smell, can taste. Is there any sense that comes to life in your image, and why? And the last question I want to ask you, it's about the connection between your image and your question, the question that you chose before. Is there any connection? Maybe the image is answering your question very clear and very directly. Maybe it seems like it doesn't make sense, but there is some kind of a connection. So what is the connection between your question, your image, and your issue that you are dealing right now in your life? What is this message that the image is telling you about what you need to do, what you don't need to do, what you need to adapt, what you need to let go of, what you need to express, to say? Maybe you need to shut up. What is the connection, your connection? Please write down any association, any thought. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. Just write it down. Great. Take another minute. Okay. So I told you we are starting a process of observation. A process that doesn't have sometimes clear answers. And it's just starting to turn the wheels in our mind, and something is happening. It's not always clear, but it's a process. And until now, especially with the questions and with the images, it's something that is really more fluid and more open. Now, we are going to take it to the next level. We are going to ground it in a way, or process this experience. We are going to do it through choosing a word, a title card. So don't do it yet. Marianne is going to share the screen. Thank you, Marianne. And I would like you to choose, don't choose yet, Marianne, just a second. I would like you in a minute, when I will ask you to choose your title. It can be either choosing one of the cards, or it can be either coming up with any title that is yours completely, any title that for some reason can help you describe or frame the connection between the question and the image. It can be a metaphor, a title like a mountain, a rainbow, a book, or it can be very specific, a feeling, a thought, whatever it is. I'm asking you, what is your title for this image and question, for this process? I'm reminding you again to think about the process we started with your question, thinking about an issue in your life, then choosing an image. If you have to put it in one word, what will it be? I know it's challenging. I know it's not easy, but do it anyway. In one word, 2 words maximum. So you can either come up with your own title or choose from the cards that we have here. For example, Marianne, choose us a card, please. So when you're looking at your card, sometimes the connection will be immediate, and sometimes it will take a few minutes. My suggestion is to stay with it, play with it a little bit, and if it doesn't feel right, you can go to the next one and just reshuffle it and choose the next one. So either choose one of the cards or come up with your own word/title for the process, and then we are going to continue. Please do it now. Choose your card, and after you are choosing it, take a minute or two to just write down whatever associations come to you with this card. What is your title reminds you? How does it connect to your image, to your question, to your issue that you are now facing with in your life? Freestyle, any association, no judgment. You can write them one by one. No need to explain them to yourself. Great. I want you to look at your title and to come up with at least one or two words that are different than your title. Just use your title letters and change them and see if you can come up with at least two different words from the same letters. Just play with the letters, change their order. What other words are coming up? And I want you to see what happens to your title if you add the word no before it, or the word an before your title. How does it change or add to this process of your question, your issue, your image? One more question is, what is the opposite of your title? What is not a vocabulary opposite, what is your opposite of your title? If you can come up with an opposite title of your card, what will it be? And again, last question is the connection. What is the connection? Your connection between your title, your image, and your question. Write it down. It's okay if not everything is yet clear. It's okay if not everything yet makes sense. We didn't finish yet, but we're going to take a time out. And I'm going to give you some time if you want to ask questions, if you want to share. We are not going to work in small groups today. You're going to have the opportunity to either share about your process, whatever you want, or ask any question about the process, about using Punctum, anything you want. So whenever you want, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just unmute yourself and take the stage. I know that it's not something obvious to do, but do it. Take the stage. Yes.
Thanks, Yaron.
Yes.
Process looks so simple and so deep in the way, but just perfect for me today. I was working with something. I will go to France in December, And I haven't seen my sister in a long time. And I also spoke with my sister in a long time. So the question was, the first one, perfect one, it was, what scares me? Yes, big woman, but a lot of scares me. And it was to reconnect with her, to rebuild trust, to heal the relationship. And my image was the shoes in the
Gas pedal.
accelerator. Yes, you remember that? My sister in
if you want, you can share. Christine, if you want, you can share your screen with us if you want, so we can all see it. If you have it.
Okay. Give me a second. I would like to. I can do that. Give me a second if it's possible to do that, because, well, okay. Share. If you can see that. You can see now?
Okay. Yes,
so you see my shoes. My sister is a moto woman. She has a big moto, a big thick moto. And we are so different. She's not so feminine, I am. She haven't the same thing, so we are always really different. So sometimes I think, I must drop the judgment. I must not be prejudiced, and I must flow with a difference. But it's not so simple, no? And when I choose my title, it was judgment, no? So
that was your first card. This was the first card you chose, the judgment.
Yes, it was perfect. Because in the image, I was telling me, oh, I must drop the judgment. I must think about how she does, how she doesn't. Yes.
Christine, I have a question. About the image. I understand that your sister likes motor and she's different, but what does the message of your image connected to you, to your sister, to the meeting that you are going to have? How do you explain it to yourself?
Well, completion. I can be the shoes, she can be the accelerator, and we can be together, and we can run together.
Okay.
With my shoes and with his model. We can do it. We can do it.
Beautiful.
So for me, it's understanding and maturity at the end.
Beautiful.
So thank you. So simple and so strong and so deep.
Thank you, Christine, for sharing, and thank you for being the first one. And it's great to see you. Enjoy your meeting with your sister in France.
Bye. See you.
Yes, anybody else wants to share, wants to ask, please.
I'll share.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Ntabi. I'm from South Africa.
Hi.
Yes, I had a question. For some reason, my question has just disappeared, but I managed to grab it down. It says, what do I want to change? So I had a whole lot of things that I'm going through in terms of changing my prayer practice. And it is pushed by certain things that I want to change in my life. And I feel as if something is not happening because I am not praying in a good way or in an acceptable way. And there's been a whole lot of noise, people around influencing it. And I was like, what is this? And today sort of talked about it. And you asked, oh yes, it's about prayer. What do I want to change? Why do I want to change?
Do you have an answer? Do you have one thing that you can say, okay, this is a specific thing I would like to change, I would like to be different, I would like to do different?
Yes, I would like to dedicate a proper time to that so that I can get answers in my journey of spiritual journey. Yes.
But what does it mean, practically speaking? What specifically you would like to do in your spiritual journey? What is really sits on your shoulder, on your mind, on your heart this time of life?
I guess, to be honest, I feel stuck in my life right now. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Things are just not moving in terms of financial side, in terms of, job, if there's anything that I need to get. And now I'm sort of pushing myself to pray so much that I wish I could control this and I don't have control. So, and then the image is almost the same image as Christine. And my thinking and the insight around it was that it looks like I changed. I'm not seated in the driver's seat, but I want to put my foot in the driver's seat.
Amazing.
And I want to control things that I don't have control over. That I have my foot where I'm not supposed to put my foot at. And
you want to be in the driver's seat or not?
I want to be in the driver's seat.
And you are willing to pay the price also to be in the driver's seat? Because there is a price to be in the driver's seat. It's dangerous. It's a risk. It's responsibility.
Because I'll have the what's that? The seat belt.
The seat belt.
Yes, and I'll be able to control whether it's 80 kilometers an hour or 120 or 240.
Okay.
Yes, and I like the image. It's a very classy and high-heeled image. It's quite beautiful. It's quite girlish. What else? And the color, I saw black and gray. And the smell is of a damp type of a carpet smell.
From the car, from the inside.
Yes, from the inside of the car.
Who is driving the car right now?
It's the photographer is a male.
It's a male.
Yes, as if they're saying, look, can you see how you put the foot where you're not supposed to put it in? And they took a picture for me.
And there are more people in the car, or it's just you and the photographer that is driving, the male?
It's just the two of us.
Interesting. Okay. And do you like this photo? Do you like this image?
Yes, I do.
What is the title that you chose?
The title I chose, there were two actually. It was Stop and Don't Go There.
Wait, it was stuck? One is stuck?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one?
Don't go there.
Don't go there. This is something that you are telling to yourself, or this is something you are telling to the driver? Who is saying don't go there, and to whom?
It's what I'm telling myself, because I realized that my foot was actually I was putting my foot in the, I crossed my leg into the driver's seat and put it where it's not supposed to be. Then I said, don't go there.
Okay. So if you need to put it in a sentence, what is the main takeaway that you have from this sequence of a question, of the video, the image, and the title? How do you put it in a sentence all together? What is the message?
the message truly that came to my head is in fact, you don't have control all the time.
I don't have control?
I don't have control all the time.
Okay.
Yes. I must just let things be.
And this is okay for you or it's not okay for you? You want to change it or you want to accept it?
I want to accept it.
You want to accept it. It's okay for you.
Yeah.
You just want to accept it.
Yes, I want to accept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for sharing. And again, the process is not over yet. Believe me, it's going to resonate in you. Let it come and it goes and it's going to continue. After the session, I promise you, it's not going to leave you today. I promise you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing and thank you for really taking the time to connect to yourself and to your inner world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, more questions. Anybody else who wants to share, feel free, take the stage. It's powerful to say it out loud. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to sound good. Just bring it as you are.
Hello.
It's okay. Yes.
Hi. So I'm new to Punctum, although I have already bought it a few years ago. Anyway, this what I caught in this exercise. I don't know, how can I share this? I don't actually know how to do it.
You have an icon on your screen near on the Zoom that says share. You see the icon, the share screen?
Let me see.
Teresa, it's in your lower bar. It's a green button in the center.
Okay. Compartilhar. Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Is it going? Yeah. Okay.
You can just go up a little bit with the screen so we can see. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
You can see it all. Yes. Please.
So I chose this this question, what is fun for me, because it's rather important to have fun on most things we do and
we.
I do. I like to have fun when I work, when I'm with people, when I'm resting. Fun for me, it's really important. I am a bit joyful, although this does not compromise my sadness or my other feelings that are more delicate. And when I saw this image, I thought, well, fun is exactly this. It's making things, it's doing or making things, it's making it happen. It's also feeding and be fed in many senses. It's to put your hands on the situation, on the thing, and having a sense of humor and sharing it. And then it came this word together, which actually is what makes it be fun, because alone it's not that fun, you know. It can be fun, but it doesn't stay. And when it is shared, when it is with someone, with one to one or one to a group or vice versa, it's really incredible. It makes me go really high. And what I had as an insight was this. I wrote in here, which is I actually need purpose to feel life actually means something, and so to enjoy it and enjoy myself but it's not much. What do I say? It's not that much when it is alone.
And how does it? First of all, Teresa, amazing. Thank you for sharing. And I see your face also when you're speaking. I can feel you all the way here. How does it connect to you right now in your life, in something right now that you are struggling with, dealing with? Is it connected right now? In which way, if yes?
Yeah, it is connected because it's already, it already started to be a practice. I had this in my life, I can say, in most of my life, but this thing of the pandemia, you know, it made me to be really alone. I live by myself, nobody at home. I just had my son's visit and it was great. But since a few months, I started, it was just like if I was reborn after such a long time, completely alone. I was with sessions, with appointments in online, never being with people in presence. And since a few months ago, not many, but a few months ago, I started to be again with people, going to shows, attending workshops, me giving workshops, going to congresses, and it's really like being born again, and with much more emphasis in this need of the other one. Yes, I can survive in my igloo or aquarium. Maybe I'm safe, but I'm not happy. I don't have fun. And this is really something that came to put it together, to put these thoughts together. And it made sense. It makes sense to me.
Wow. First of all, Teresa, thank you very much for exposing yourself, for bringing yourself, for allowing us to see you.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun. I can see your face when you were speaking. I can feel this fun. So thank you for allowing you and allowing us to feel it. Are you from Portugal?
Yes, Lisbon.
Because I saw Nuria, that is our tribe leader in Portugal, writing you to join the local tribe of Points of View. There are many Points of View tribe members in Portugal. So just to let you know, many people around you just waiting for you to, you know, to ping them.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Mayan, what is the time? I don't see the time here. Can you tell me how much time? What is the time?
I have 10 minutes left.
6:15. Okay. So last person to share. Anybody else wants to say something? And this is your chance because I'm going to start wrap it up. Anybody wants?
I just want to share something, Yaron, because I'm using Points of View for 4 years. So it's amazing when every time that you are using the tool, even if you know it from back to front, it's always making you have insights and surprise. And also to say, Teresa, we have lots of fun in Point of View local tribes. So join us.
Yes.
Very quick. So I went with the question I have in Portuguese. I didn't print the screen because I'm using my game. Let me take the blur. So I went with the question that that come up from the, okay, not this. And the question is, what is not working for me? And I choose the topic about, let me just take it. Okay, so I choose the question, what is not working for me? And I choose the topic about
You chose it specifically or it came out?
No, this is, it just came out. And it resonated on me, so I stick with that. And the topic I chose, it was about like work, just work, and then I define it in a specific way, as you told us, like this. What is it? How can I manage my work time and my personal time in a healthy way? Okay, because I feel that sometimes I work more than it was supposed to. And then I choose the card. Like the first card that resonated with me was this one. And it's amazing because I always saw this card as a nice card, a positive card, but the first time I saw it in a negative way, because I don't know if people can see it, but this old man is smiling, like behind the hands, but is hiding the vision. So what resonated with me is, even if I have a lot of fun in what I do and passion, I'm not seeing the impact of working so much is creating in my life. So I'm not allowing myself to see it and to deal with it. And then I also picked the title, and I pick, I have it in Portuguese, sorry, but I picked Just Be. Why? Because in some way, this is a mask that I'm putting and is not allowing me to just be. And you know me very well, so I really believe that if I allow myself to just be, I will keep doing a great job, but I will also have time for myself, for my personal life, and that will be kind of the same picture, but not hiding the reality.
Beautiful.
And thank you. I always love it to be here.
Thank you, Nuria. I love your insight and observation, and thank you for sharing. And I hope that you are going to meet Teresa also in Portugal and to be together. Thank you. So before we need to go, I'm going to wrap it up. Before that, I just want to tell you again that today, this is a very, very, very small taste of Punctum. There are endless things you can do with it, with yourself, with your family members, with your clients, with one-on-one groups. There are endless possibilities, beautiful one, and it will always bring a very deep and meaningful conversation, insights, observations. And also there are, I don't know, for those of you who really wants to be professional in using the points of view tools and Punctum, we have a low points workshop. It's actually, it's a 6-hour workshop. We have it online where you can learn, and you're going to even experience one of the most powerful processes with Punctum. We call it My Story. One of the best templates that we are using worldwide, in corporates, in different kind of settings. So if you have a calling to experience more, to learn more, and maybe even become a points of view facilitator, I'm inviting you to learn more about a Hello Points workshop that is happening. Some of them happening face-to-face, some of them online. So make sure to check it out. And I really hope maybe to have the chance to meet some of you face-to-face in one of our Turning Point programs, retreats all around the world. And if you have a calling, come to us, join us. There are many beautiful things we can do together in paying it forward and opening hearts together. We have Shani from our team. I think maybe she's here.
Hi,
and she's
everybody.
going to contact you. Hi, Shani. I think there are many people here later. You can contact them and to invite them to be a part of the amazing things that we are doing and to meet with them. So meet with Shani. I promise you it can be really a significant meeting for you guys. It's free, no cost. Just continue the conversation with Shani. And before we close it, please take a moment. You can write it down online in your process. You can write it down on your notebook. I want you to summarize for yourself in a sentence, what is your main takeaway from today's session? What are you taking with you? It can be a thought that came to your mind. It can be something you wrote down, one of the cars that you chose, the image, whatever it is. I want you to purify it into 1-2 sentences maximum. What is your main takeaway from today? Write it down. I'm inviting you also, if you want to write it down in the chat, in a short sentence, in a few words, balance, creativity, and reactivity. Thank you, Letitia. I hope I pronounce your name well. Thank you for writing it down. Please write it down again, share it with us. It's important for you when you are writing it out, when you are sharing it out loud, it's taken extra, becoming more concrete and more present. If you want even to unmute yourself and to say it out loud, you are welcome. Just share with us your takeaway from today's session. Yes. Briefly, freestyle. Let me surprise. Yes. And you are the master of surprises, Christine. My main takeaway is to enjoy more of my life, have more fun. Thank you so much. Thank you. Precise message. Just that what I needed to hear out loud. Breathe, pause. Shani, very important. Yes. Just do it. Yes, just do it. The promise to connect with the love. A great incentive to go. Go. Yes, the blind spot, finding it today opens to what is the future. Great, thank you. Anybody else? Just write it down. You can say it out loud. It would be great to hear you also. Yes. Use the tool, of course. Use the tool, and this is the best tip, by the way, for everybody. As much as you're going to use it, I promise you, you're going to figure out amazing ways of facilitating with it, probably ways that you didn't even think about. So just use it freestyle. There is no way you are going to be wrong. You will always figure out, and something magical will happen. There is something to find every time. I need to quit avoiding completion of my signature program. Done is better than perfect. Yes, just get it done. You can tweak it later. Angela, you are precise. Thank you. Like my new Zoom meeting, very friendly and opening. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for coming today and for really taking the time to bring yourself, to meet yourself, and to show yourself. Thank you very much. I'm inviting you to be a part of the beautiful thing that we are doing worldwide. There are so many possibilities. Join the tribe, join the party, join Hello Points, Creative Practice, Turning Point Program, whatever it is, let's rock and roll together. Sending you lots of love from Israel, wishing you to have an amazing day or good night, wherever you are. Here we have last message. Just want to add that last time I made a live engaging decision and it worked. Amazing. So you have an opportunity to do it again. Happy to hear. Amazing,
Thank you
amazing.
so much. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you very
thank
much.
you. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Bye everyone. Hope to see you face to face soon.
Yes.
Paalam. Salamat.
Shalom.
Bye.
Yes.
Salamat.
you.
Gracias. Besos. Mucho besos.
Merci. À bientôt.
Merci beaucoup.
À bientôt. Bye. Ciao. Bye.
Ciao. Bambina.
Bye-bye.